and this is Prize Draw Sunday. Now, the first Prize Draw Sunday from the new garage. It's good, isn't it?
Yay!
Excellent. Right, so today we thought to celebrate the first of our Prize Draw Sundays, our free prize draws from our new setup, we do something rather special, something rather amazing. So with the best tool so far that we have given away for you today, it's rather a posh tool, very expensive, and something you will definitely use in your garage that will help you become a better and more competent mechanic, we believe. So this is supplied by Wiha, as many of the others have been, so we want to thank them for that. This is something we've got literally to give away to you free of charge today for answering a simple question. So before we ask the question, which is going to be one very easy to look up, we're going to show you what it's all about, what it does, and then whet your appetites if you actually want it. Okay? Shall that do?
Let's do it.
Let's show you what it looks like. Okay, so what we have for you this week's prize draw is a Wiha Torque Vario ST Plus. It's a step up from the screwdriver that they did that has a torque wrench in. So the normal Torque Vario is a screwdriver, and in the handle it has a torque wrench. You saw that was a prize draw giveaway a little while ago. This is the next one up. The first one, the regular Torque Vario, does 0 to 5 Newton meters, and this is the next one up. It does from 5 to 14 Newton meters. So it covers up to the sort of sizes you're going to get for the torque screws that go inside of your Harley Davidson Delboy cover, all those little screws that you're liable to strip or mince out on an engine casing, which is very, very sensitive to over tightening. And this little torque wrench is a little bit easier to use and more sensitive than a girt big lever, even when it's down at its minimum. The range of this is 5 to 14 Newton meters, and that's it. It's only for tiny fittings. So let's show you what it actually consists of. That's it in the box. It's, again, just like the Wiha screwdriver torque wrench, it's got this fabulous, amazing steel box. This is the sort of steel box that firearms come in. You know, when you buy a new firearm or something, or a handgun, that's the sort of stuff that you get with it. It's absolutely amazing. Really, really beautifully presented. Quite proud of that. It's lovely, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Okay,
so what we've got in the box, let's just get it all out. You've got the handle itself, like a T-bar. This works like a T-bar, you know the stuff, you've seen these before, but all the gubbins in that is monumentally heavy. All of the torque wrench mechanism is inside that handle, and I'll show you how to adjust it and set it in a minute. You get 3 fittings with it. One is a 3/8 drive for 3/8 drive sockets. You get a 1/4 drive end for 1/4 drive sockets, that's the little small sizes, and the best of all, you get this fabulous little 1/4 drive end, which is a 6-sider. So in that you can put all your screwdriver bits, your Torx bits, Allen head bits, all different stuff. And Wiha do a range of those. They do little sets of different bits, so you can use that with it. And each one of these fits neatly into the handle. So that becomes a torque wrench as you see it there. Rather incredible. So I'll show you how to actually adjust it. You get this handle, this little sort of screwdriver affair. Come any close, Ben. I'll show you actually how we adjust it in the first place. Alright, the first thing is to set the torque setting, the value that you want. And there are no external buttons, nothing to push or anything. There is a sight glass through which to look and get the right setting, and there is this socket in the end, this hole in there with a bolt in the end of it. And you take this actuator tool, and that simply fits in the end and locates, and then you rotate that round until you tighten up the mechanism in here to the relevant torque setting. So I'm going to try and give you a look in there close up to see what you actually get, because it is 5 to 14 newtons. So let's just back that off. And it keeps going, 5.5 and 6 and so on, all the way up to 14. Okay, so I've got it set. I've set it to 6.5 Newton meters. So let's just suppose that that's your torque setting. I'm going to use a 3/8 drive socket. So that's the 3/8 drive ratchet head stock extension, call it what you like, standard stuff. Pop a 3/8 drive socket on the end of it, 13mm in this case, and then snap that into the handle. And that's it, locked and loaded, ready to go. That's it, set up. Now that's 6.5 Newton meters torque wrench. Really nice tool. Show you how it actually works. Alright, I'm going to pop a nut and bolt just as an example to show how it actually works. I'm going to pop it in a big old vise here. So let's presume this is a fastener on your bike or something else, and you want to do that up to 6.5 Newton meters. So you pop the socket on, just turn it the normal way, simple as that. And once it reaches a tight point, then the handle mechanism will click like that. Simple. Just like any torque wrench clicks, it reaches the relevant torque and just clicks to protect it from doing up anymore. And that's absolutely superb for things like engine casings with those fragile threads. And again, that is a 3/8 drive. You've also got a 1/4 drive, and you've got one for Torx bits as well. So that's a really versatile tool that, as I said right at the beginning, is going to save you from making the kind of mistakes that cost you a lot of money. Really useful piece of kit. Right, let's ask you a question, see if someone can win it, eh, Ben?
Yeah.
Right, with any mechanism, with any torque wrench whatsoever, make sure that you wind the pressure off the mechanism when it's not in use. Unwind it and leave it with no pressure on it at all anytime you don't use it. Even if you're using it for the day and in between uses, wind the pressure off, because if you leave it wound up, if you leave that mechanism under tension, it will become inaccurate, and then that can lead to inaccurate torque settings on the bike, which could be costly. Simple as that. Right, there we go. Pop it back in the box. This is a superb piece of equipment, it really is. If you buy one of these from Wiha or from any of the other suppliers that do them, you're going to be paying over £200 for this. It's a very special tool. This is the kind of thing that mechanics and technicians keep in that locked part of their tool cabinet, like the vernier precise calipers, all that sort of thing. It's their precision equipment, the sort of stuff they need to do a proper, accurate job. And then if you get into this sort of thing, you'll be able to do the sort of jobs they do. It really is the right way to look after your motorcycle. Right, in order to win this free of charge, you need to answer a question. And what we thought we would do is ask this time a slightly easier question. Because in the past, the questions have been getting a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult, and there have been some complaints, haven't there, Pam?
Yes, they have.
Yes, they have. Unfortunately, we'd like to apologise for that. Some of you have felt excluded because you haven't been with the channel right from the beginning. Well, you don't really have to be. All the questions we ask are always searchable, and it depends how much work you want to put into it. But we thought for this one, for this rather amazing tool, we'd give everybody out there watching a chance to win this in a simple, straightforward prize draw. It will be all the right answers in a hat, slice the names out with a pair of scissors, chuck them in the big gold box, and Madam Pitstop will pull out a winner next weekend. Right, so for now, the question that we thought would be the right one to ask for this is as follows. What was the very first video tutorial series that we ever made for you on this channel? What was the bike and what was the job? The very first video tutorial series on this channel. Tell us the answer to that question correctly and you are the winner of one of these if we pull your name out of the hat at the end of the day. So we need obviously the answer in an email to this email address as usual. Make sure that your answer is in the title. That way that we can see it straight away without having to open 500 emails, because we are going to get at least 500 entries to this, aren't we, Finn?
I think so.
It makes it much, much easier for us. We can just scan down all the answers in the titles and we can delete the ones that are incorrect and open the ones that are right. Save them, print them off, put them in the big gold box, and Madam Pitstop will pull it out next week. When's the closing date, Pen?
Closing date is Friday, the 28th of May.
There we are, Friday 28th of May 2017. So if it's after that date and you're watching this on Dave, then obviously you missed out and somebody else already won it. But if it is before that date, then get your answer in as soon as you can. The sooner the better. You may answer more than once if you wish, but there's only one right answer. You just got to take some time to go and look it up. We thought that's going to be an easier question than usual. I think that's right, don't you, Pen?
Good luck with it.
Good luck to everybody. Thanks for all your support with this. And we'll see you next Sunday for the prize draw. Takes you right safe. See you next time.
Good luck.